A random idea hit me yesterday. Could I get Chat GPT to create an epic story and build an entire world around that story? Could it create characters, protagonists and antagonists and the different factions that they led? Could it describe those characters in a level of detail that would be understood by another artificial intelligence, which would then turn them into stunning visual images? And then I figured there's only one way to find out. But creating this video was complicated because on one hand, I want to show you how awesome ChatGPT is and how it comes up with the stories and connects the narratives based on my prompts. I also want to show you how intricate Midjourney gets when coming up with the stunningly visual worlds that these AIs are creating and how I tweak its outputs to give me the visuals I am also seeing in my mind. But I know that all this is boring and that this video will be 3 hours long. Spoiler alert, I will be uploading a much longer video that shows everything. So here's the compromise. I'll spend the first few minutes going through the motions of creating the narrative and building the worlds with ChatGPT and building the visual imagery with Midjourney. And then we'll switch out slowly to the stunning visual landscapes that these two AIs have created and follow the magic of this world. Sounds good? Let's get started. So this process went on for about an hour. And guys, it's incredible how much Chat GPT, we really need to get a better name for that. It's incredible how the artificial intelligence kept on referencing to things that I told it earlier. So we talked about the protagonist, we described him, we talked about his assistants, we talked about the headquarters of the collective, we talked about Nia's home, her laboratory, we talked about the streets, we looked at the different visualizations of the streets, and overall we just kept diving deeper and deeper and deeper into what this world was like, and we even described what this energy source could potentially look like. So all of that is in the longer video that I will upload. For those who are interested, you can see how we walked through all of that. For now, I want to go into Midjourney and look at how I prompted it to create the kind of visualizations that I was imagining based on this conversation with ChatGPT. I won't go into the details of how Midjourney works. I'll save that for another video that's specifically focusing on Midjourney. But yeah, let's see how to use that. So as far as I know, Midjourney operates primarily through Discord. So you need to have a Discord account in order to use it. So how Midjourney prompts are written is that you start it with /imagine and then you tell it what you want it to draw. So in this case, I have copied and pasted everything that ChatGPT shared. Of course, I've tweaked it so that it's more palatable for Midjourney, meaning that I've removed a lot of unnecessary words and phrases and descriptions, and I've just kept it to the bare minimum. Midjourney also requires some parameters. So like you see that --v basically means that that's the version, and then AR is the aspect ratio and all sorts of things. So one of the most annoying things for me at the beginning was that Midjourney sort of throws you in the public Discord, and in that public Discord, you find yourself creating images with other people. But you can actually go into the DM and chat with the Midjourney bot, and then you create your images in the Midjourney bot. So for now, just excuse all of this because you're going to see a lot of other people's images. So this page represents my screen. That's basically all of the images that I am generating during my Midjourney journey. But it's also showing me the images that are being generated through this particular project. So there's going to be a lot of back and forth. I will keep scrolling back and forth where you see V1 or V2 or U2 or U1, U4, etc. U means upscale, basically improve the quality. V means variations. So if I like image 1 and I click on V1, I'm basically telling Midjourney, give me more variations of image 1. And if I like a particular picture and I say U and I click U2 or U3, I'm basically telling it, give me a higher quality version of the image that I've chosen. So we'll go through this montage because there's a lot of back and forth. I spend a lot of time tweaking, adjusting words, adjusting phrases so that it gives me something very specific I'm looking for. So you'll see me looking at an image and I'm clicking on it and I'm basically trying to see if it's representative of what I have in mind from the story that we've just written with ChatGPT. So again, ignore all of these other random images. Just try and follow as best as you can what I'm doing. I'm basically selecting upscale so that it increases the quality. I'm asking it to give me more variations. I'm changing descriptions. I am asking it for more detail. I'm specifying lots and lots of tiny things. But what's eventually happening is that the software is now beginning to give me what I'm looking for. And so the more it gives me that, the more I tweak, the more I add a few words like she's a scientist, she's wearing futuristic lab coats. And all of these are still things that were given to me by ChatGPT. I'm just inserting them in a way that makes sense for Midjourney. So the descriptions, everything is from ChatGPT. And what I'm just doing here is rephrasing it so that Midjourney can make sense of it. So after a while, I got the results that I wanted, the style that I wanted, and I basically just kept replicating that style and then did the same process over and over for as many scenes as I could. Unfortunately, Midjourney is paid for, which means that it's quite expensive to generate these images. It costs about $10 per month. So if I hit you guys up with a Patreon, please subscribe to my Patreon so that I can make that money and keep making these videos. But essentially the tweaking kept going on. You'll see me scrolling, selecting an image, asking for variations, asking it to upscale, describing something, changing a parameter, until eventually I actually got what I was looking for. So let's do a montage, and by the time the montage ends, I will have gotten a style, and then after that, we shall now transition to the story. So at this point, I think we had gotten the style that I was looking for. I love how these images came out. I think that the style is this hyper-realistic digital painting style, and I love it so much. And so I just kept repeating that for all of the other images. And so eventually I generated a lot of images for all the different things that we had broken down with Chat GPT. And now what we're going to transition into is now the story part of this video. And that's where the real magic is now going to come to life as you begin to see these pieces come together. Enjoy.
In a bustling African city in 2050, a young scientist named Nia makes a groundbreaking discovery. She has stumbled upon a high-density secret energy source hidden deep within the Earth. Dubbed zero-point fusion, or Fusion Z for short, the energy source is incredibly powerful, and it has the potential to revolutionize the country. At first, the discovery is met with excitement and wonder. People start to dream of all the ways Fusion Z could be used to improve their lives, to power their homes and businesses, to fuel their cars and trains, to create new technologies and industries. But as Fusion Z becomes more and more valuable, a rift begins to form between the haves and the have-nots. Those who have access to the energy source begin to wield enormous power and influence, while those who do not are left to struggle in the shadows. The government, eager to control Fusion Z and the power it brings, starts to clamp down on those who would seek to use it for their own gain. A power struggle ensues, with Nia caught in the middle. She must decide whether to use her knowledge of Fusion Z to help those in need, or to protect herself and her own interests. As the conflict grows more intense, Nia finds herself drawn into a dangerous game of political intrigue and deception. She must navigate the treacherous waters of power and corruption, all while trying to protect Fusion Z from falling into the wrong hands. In the end, Nia must make a choice. Will she use her discovery to help build a better future for her country, or will she be consumed by the power struggle and the greed it brings? The fate of Fusion Z and the country hangs in the balance. The physical characteristics of Fusion Z are complex. We know that it is a mysterious, high-density energy source, and that it has the potential to be a powerful catalyst for change in the country where it is discovered. However, we do not know much about its physical appearance or its properties. In general, science fiction stories often portray energy sources as glowing, colorful, and otherworldly. They may have strange, otherworldly textures and patterns, and they may pulsate or shimmer in ways that are difficult to describe. It is possible that Fusion Z could have similar characteristics, but without more information, it is difficult to say for certain. Overall, the physical characteristics of Fusion Z are likely to be mysterious and otherworldly, and they may be difficult for the characters in the story to fully understand or comprehend. It is a powerful, transformative force, and it is likely to have a profound impact on the world around it. Nia is a young scientist, approximately 25 years old. She is of average height and has a slender build, with long black hair and dark, expressive eyes. She is passionate about her work and is always eager to learn and discover new things. She is intelligent, driven, and curious, and she is not afraid to take risks in the pursuit of knowledge. In terms of her personality, Nia is confident and independent. She is not afraid to speak her mind and is unafraid of challenge. She is also compassionate and caring, and she has a strong sense of justice. She is fiercely loyal to her friends and family, and she will do anything to protect them. Despite her many talents and strengths, Nia is not without her flaws. She can be stubborn and headstrong, and she can be quick to anger when she feels that she or those she cares about are being threatened. She can also be impulsive, and she can sometimes act without fully considering the consequences of her actions. Overall, Nia is a complex and dynamic character, driven by her passion for science and her desire to make a difference in the world. She is a force to be reckoned with, and she will stop at nothing to achieve her goals. Kwame Obadiah is the leader of a group known as the Collective, which is fighting to control access to Fusion Z. He is an older scientist, approximately in his late 50s, with graying hair and a beard. He is tall and imposing, with a muscular build and a commanding presence. Kwame is driven by jealousy and a desire for power. He was also searching for the mysterious energy source, but Nia beat him to it, and he is extremely resentful of her for it. He wants to control both Fusion Z and bring Nia and her supporters down, and he is willing to do whatever it takes to achieve his goals. In addition to his jealousy, Kwame is also an anarchist who wants totalitarian control of the government. He is ruthless and unyielding in his pursuit of power, and he will stop at nothing to achieve his goals. He is a formidable opponent, and he will be a major challenge for Nia and her allies to overcome.